Hey guys, Indie Game Judge here. So today I'm going to be judging Slender the Arrival. So Slender the Arrival, in case you weren't not aware of the original, the 8 pages is a horror, first-person horror based around the Slender Man mythos. And this game is made by the same person as the original, and it's a sequel of a sort, but more so it's a kind of a reimagining, or I can't really explain it except that it is the same general concept, but with more content, much more realistic graphics, some new levels, and a full storyline as well. So let's jump into the stage selection here. So we've got 6 levels. We've got the prologue, 8 pages into the abyss, flashback, arrival, and genesis. So the first 5 levels are the main campaign or so. The 8 pages is basically the first game, but in a new forest, new hiding places, etc., etc. Like they are new mechanics or ideas. For example, in Into the Abyss, you are in a mine shaft and you have to collect or power on generators to get an elevator to make your escape. Or flashback, you have to close your doors and windows or lock them up before Slenderman gets in. And Genesis was actually added in the newest version, where it's just the original game, as like it was added as a bonus. It's the original game, but in the new engine, the new graphics. Whereas the 8 pages is actually like a brand new forest with new hiding places and locations. So we're just gonna jump in right in the 8 pages. Most of the levels also have a bit of scary exploration. So before you get into the whole part with Thunder and trying to escape them and all that, there's a bit of exploration in there, and they're quite a nice landscape where you can find some, where you can look around, explore the landscape, and find some collectibles such as letters and mysterious letters or secret posters or anything like that. For example, this here, the canoeing rules. That would be an example of something that you can collect before you actually get into the scary part, and then you can view them in your scrapbook. So there are those as well. But once you get into the actual scary part, there's no collectibles to be found, just, horror. So this level here doesn't have very much of a pre-level exploration, just this little section here. The other ones are quite a bit longer, and more filled with collectibles. But let's just get right into it with the first level here. So after the prologue, that is. So notice right away that if you've played the original, you notice the graphics look quite a lot better. I don't think it's pumped up to the highest setting on this computer, but it's not the lowest either. So Side Park, you can see this is the location that's ever been in the original. It's the only actual building as well. There's obviously a lot of new stuff in the forest part. There's exterior. So yeah, this is a new area. The bathroom is gone in this level. So yeah, as you can see, it's new and I guess you could say improved as well, but just different, that's for sure. So it's not just the same stuff rehashed. That's Genesis, but that's just a bonus level that they added recently. So in case you're unfamiliar, the whole point of the original was to collect the 8 pages before Slenderman got you. So this one, the same is true for this level, but the other levels have their own unique goals. So I'm just going to see if there is in fact a page in here. Probably is, but it's random. So there's one. All right, let's see where it is. Leave me alone. Well, that's not gonna happen, is it? So this level is actually a bit easier than the original Genesis, but that is just so you can actually play the rest of the game. After you beat it, there's a hardcore difficulty that you can unlock, which gives you a real challenge. That was more difficult than actually the original game. Just gonna walk along here. So this game is great for anybody who wants to try to get scared, or scare their friends at least. Let's see what's in here. General rule is never look behind, or never turn around. You see what's behind you, because he's following you. So the main controls are simple. You just move A, W, S, D to move, mouse to look around, hold sprint to run, F to turn off your flashlight, tab to turn on the UI as well. And there's also a zoom in button, which is E, although it is kind of useless. So yeah, the game does a great job of building up suspense and scaring you when you least expect it, which will probably be in the middle of a sentence. Oh, there he is nearby. There he is back there. So you see if your screen's flickering, you know he's nearby. Most people probably know about the general idea about the game, and they're wanting to see what's new about this. So as I said, new area. This is definitely not something that we've seen before. But same with the same great gameplay as well. But more of it and a modified version of it. That's basically how to sum this game up. Okay, so. Sneak a look back. Doesn't seem to be there. That's kind of not a good sign, because that means he's... well, I have no idea where he is. So this game can give you the shivers. People who are really... it's all about scaring you when you least expect it. I'd say it's a very scary game. Not the scariest I've ever played, but scary nonetheless. And the element of randomness helps keep it fresh as well. But it's definitely a good game to have when you want to scare your friends or your family or whatever. It's kind of perfect for that. Especially if they don't know about the original Slender or what's going to happen. Just tell them the controls and watch them scream. So it's perfect for that. It's this game is only $10, and you can get it from the developer's website. I don't believe it's on Steam yet, so I'll provide the link in the description. And for that price, I'd say it's fairly worth it. The full game won't last you too long, with the exception of one level, the third level into the abyss, where you're going into a mine shaft, and not only do you face off against Slenderman, but another demonic child as well. And that level really annoyed me because the child, it seemed that you could get away from her for the first 2 times that she chased you down, but there seemed to be no way to actually get to escape, because she just latches onto you, and then you see her face in the scary animation, and then she's gone. She breaks off, and I've tried everything, spamming buttons and moving the mouse around. Nothing seems to work, and you can't really seem to escape her more than 2 times, 3 times if you're lucky. But it seems to be no way to actually get out properly. Even spamming the mouse buttons, nothing works. And eventually, and it was very annoying because there's nothing you could really do to stop it. So you just have to hope you're lucky enough to find the generator just before she gets you. And that was really annoying because you kind of had no control over the situation. And he's nearby. Okay. Get the page and get the hell out of here. So I've got 3 out of 8. I think I'm playing on the regular difficulty, so it's not too difficult, but again, there's the hardcore mode, people who want the challenge. Oh, jeez. The challenge of the original. So yeah, the game can be quite frightening, especially those who are, shall we say, easily frightened. Very creepy as well. There's actually, the storyline is quite nice. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it's actually reveals some interesting stuff. And reveals some interesting stuff, and actually has a pretty decent storyline, and good for explanation for what the hell is going on. There's also quite a few Easter eggs as well, which is nice. Overall, the game won't take you too long, with the exception of that one game, with that one level that eventually became more frustrating than scary. But if you get lucky, they might have corrected it a bit in the patch. In the most recent patch, they might have made it a bit less annoying. But as far as I know, it is annoying as hell still. And he's there, and oh crap, there he is. So I'm just gonna run for my life here. Yeah, so the game packs in not too much content. For 10 bucks is a fairly fair asking price. But the only real main criticism here is that one level, as well as interesting as the new levels are, they don't change the gameplay too drastically. You're still just looking around finding things, or looking for things to do. They may not be pages, but they're basically just look around, find things, do something with them, click on them or whatever, or drag them down or whatever, and then run for your life and be scared. So it doesn't add too much to the gameplay, and I wouldn't have minded a few more levels. but at the same time, it is a nice little horror adventure that is nice in short bursts, I believe. But there's not too much content packed in. So $10 is a fairly fair price. I know, I'm aware that didn't make much sense. So I kind of don't want to show you the other levels too much, mostly because it would be spoiling it. But I will say that they do spice up the gameplay quite a bit, and it actually reveals a bit about the first game as well. It explains some of the stuff that was going on there. So yeah, the new graphics are quite nice. They really make the forest come alive, and the locations come alive. The flashlight light is cool. And Slender Man himself, I actually kind of preferred the old Slender Man, just because it was kind of just the way he looked a little bit more frightening than the old one. For the most part, do I think this one is scarier than the last one? It's hard to tell. The realism makes it quite a bit scarier, but at the same time, some of it was taken away. Some of the frightening is taken away. I think, but that is mostly because of the fact that I'm just used to it now. So I'm not entirely sure, but it is still frightening in its own right. Compared to the other one, though, it all depends on if you played it before or not. That really determines how frightened you are of it. The AI is pretty much is not too changed, so, but he doesn't it's not unfair. Like, he doesn't generally teleport right in front of you or anything like that. So it works out all quite nice. So I have been going in circles like a complete dumbass for a while now and haven't found anything new. I keep coming back to the same park. So let us try to find some not. Let's try to find anything. All right. I'm just gonna sacrifice myself to the almighty Slender Man. There he is. And that's the end of this. Well, at least the end of my life. But at the end of this review as well, well, for nearly the end. So there are 6 levels. That's a fair amount of content. There's a bit of extras. It actually says not completed, but that's a glitch because it's impossible to get, past that level. There's a nice scrapbook as well, which is a nice addition. You got all these letters and some sort of interesting little trinkets, if you'd like to call them. And so yeah, I like this game a lot. It's very scary. It's great to scare the crap out of your friends and family. Overall, though, it doesn't have very much lasting appeal. So my judgment is 8.5. So could be better, but still a very decent game. Very good at doing what it does best, which is scare people. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you found this video interesting, informative, enjoyable, or at least not a complete waste of your time, and I will see you next time.